Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be my October setup in my bullet journal, and I am kind of excited about this one because I've officially started to sort of really put myself out there and give more fun and exciting things a shot. And in this month I'm also going to be starting something exciting that's, for myself. And I'm really excited to share that with you because essentially once I do, it's out in the open and I don't have much of a choice but to stick with it. So if you would like to see how I have set my October spread up in my bullet journal, then please just keep watching. So the layout that I have in here, it has not been colored in or anything yet, so I'm going to kind of do that as I'm talking you through what I have done for this month. But I'm going to just open up to the page, and you can see it says, oh my gourd, it's October. How cute is that? So I actually saw this from another YouTuber who I believe she said she found it originally on Pinterest, I believe, but I will link her down below because she has some really fun layouts. So as I'm talking you through this, I'm going to be picking out colors to fill in some things. I'm just going through my Crayola Super Tips washable markers, and I think I want to do something maybe a little bit darker, just around the perimeter. So I'm just going to color in my little pumpkin here. I wanted to keep the introductory page pretty simple. I am going to still be printing out some pictures to put on here, just, favorite moments from the month of September, so that this isn't going to be blank, but I'm going to be doing that soon. And let's bust into my weekly spread here. So I actually found this weekly spread on Pinterest, and I may potentially butcher this gal's name, but I found her. So I found the design on Pinterest, which then led me to her Instagram page, and the Instagram handle is DREIMOEVEN. So I will put her Instagram handle down in the description box below, but she has some really cool layouts, and I like the idea of this one because I like that I can see my month at a glance right here in the corner. And if I have birthdays or anything for the month of October, then I will just kind of highlight them here, which I will actually do right now. So I'm going to use the same orange. So my sister-in-law's birthday is on the 13th, and then I have an aunt whose birthday is on Halloween. So we have two fun birthdays in the month of October. Too bad. And it's kind of fun because her birthday is on Friday the 13th this year. So that's always exciting for all of those that are superstitious, And I'm just going to put a little color here on the sides just to break things up a bit. So what I did was I laid out just sort of a taskmaster sidebar for my kids specifically. Here I wanted to dedicate this strictly to homework because I wanted to monitor how often they're doing their homework, first of all, because their teachers are kind of different a little bit this year. My son's teacher actually doesn't believe in giving her class homework, so it's more practice type things. So you're reading for 20 minutes a night, or they're going through an app called Eyes Study, and there's different challenges and things like that you can do, and it's essentially kind of like a game. So once you complete one task, you'll bump up a level. So it's not technically like doing actual homework. It's a little bit more fun for the kids, which I think is really cool. And then I can, say we spent X amount of minutes on their spelling words and reading, and if we have something extra going on that was added, like if there's a test or a quiz, then I'll write all that stuff down there as well. Then on this side over here, I have just basic tasks. So this is going to be for things that, you know, if I have to remember something for next week, I'll be sure to just jot this down so that I can kind of forward it on to the following week. And then inside these little boxes here, as I have appointments or things that I need to remember to do, or, you know, have to go somewhere for that day, then what I'll do is just put little check boxes down with the description of what it is right next to it. And then as I complete something, I will just check it off, because I'm probably not going to do like the traditional bullet style journaling, you know, like how you are completing things. I tend to function better off of list making and checking off those things, because I find it very satisfying to create a list and then either checking it off or crossing it off, because I feel like I'm accomplishing a lot more. So that's just what works best for me. So that's my plan for these little spots here. And you'll see that I have some numbers each day ranging from 9 to 8. I am going to track my sleeping habits on each single day. I didn't want to have a dedicated habit tracker because I sort of feel like I don't think that will really work for me personally. This is just so that I know how often I'm waking up middle of the night, what time I'm going to bed, what time I'm waking up. And honestly, since I've had kids, I'm pretty sure I have never slept in past 7, and it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. So that's why I've only got up through 8. But, you know, in the off chance if something happens and I do ever sleep in past 8 a.m., then I will continue the time frame up through that. So that way I can at least track when I'm going to bed, what time I'm waking up middle of the night if I wake up, and then what time I wake up in the morning to, you know, get ready for work or just waking up in general. So I have these all set up for all the weeks in October, ending through the very first few days in November. And then the very last thing that I kind of explained in the beginning that I'm excited to share with you, but also a little bit nervous, is I am going to be starting a weight loss journey. Just to give you a little bit of background, so I have never been the type of person that was very thin, even when I was athletic, and, you know, I did dance competitions and all those things too. And, you know, looking back at those pictures now, I think, man, I was so thin. But I remember at that time always thinking, you know, I'm not the right body type, or I just wasn't happy with myself. And as I've gotten older, had a couple kids, you know, I've learned to really appreciate what my body can do. But I've also kind of learned that I'm never going to be perfect. And I get that. And I also think that it's important that I try to make sure that I stay healthy, not just for myself, but for my family too. And I want to be able to contribute more to my kids and give them more time and more energy, and not feel like I'm constantly bogged down all the time. And so I have kind of taken a cue from one of my good friends, Dorothy. So she's watching this. Hi, Dorothy. She actually started the keto diet, and she's also doing Plexus as well. So I started my journey with Plexus almost a month ago. Or actually, no, it's been a month now. And I'm doing great on that, but I feel like I need to do more. I need to change my diet so that I'm eating better, and I need to be more diligent about the types of things that I'm putting into my body, and also feeding my family as well. So I'm taking my cue from my friend Dorothy, and I'm actually going to start the keto diet. I've been doing a lot of research on it lately, and it's really, really interesting. I've been following so many people on Instagram that are doing the exact same diet. And I don't want to tell myself that it's a diet. I really want it to be a way of life, because I want this to be a permanent change, and I want to be successful. And I definitely want this to be a positive thing for my, you know, my kids to see, well, you know, mom's doing this, and this is important because she wants to be healthy for us. And I'm hoping that that kind of gives them the sense of, you know, achievement, like as they're watching me achieve goals, then they know that it's okay for them to do things like that and make changes in their life so that they can be better people as well. So I'm going to flip through, because all my weeks, they look exactly the same. It's the same layout. So I'm just going to flip to this. So I actually found this little design on Pinterest, but the one that I found was actually like a printout, and I didn't want to print it out. I just ended up copying essentially, and adding a few extra things in with it. So this I'm actually going to flag because my goal is to lose 80 pounds, and that is a huge number to me and it scares me to death. But honestly, I'm telling you what, you guys, if you are setting stuff up for yourself, like if you're trying to set goals and you know, it doesn't matter if it's in business or your life or whatever, relationship goals, if it doesn't scare you, then it's not big enough. You know, and it's one of those things, like 80 pounds sounds like so much, but I'm giving myself, you know, I really want to give myself an opportunity to achieve this, and I am being realistic. I know that one, it's not healthy to lose this weight quickly, but two, you know, it can be done. I'm not the only person out there that's ever wanted to do this. And I know that there's people out there that lost hundreds of pounds. And honestly, I just need to suck it up and tell myself every day, all right, you've got this. You're going to get up, you're going to do your exercising, you're going to eat well, and you're going to kill this day. And so what I've started to do is, well, I'm going to start tracking all of the pounds I have lost. So for every 2 pounds, I'm just going to color in one of these little boxes here. So here's my start and there's my finish. And I left enough room in between each box so that I can also jot down the day that I have weighed myself. I don't plan on weighing myself every day because I feel like that could potentially set me up for failure if I don't see progress, you know, with every single day. I'll probably weigh myself every week. I'll just set one day where I do, you know, weekly weigh-in kind of a thing, and then I'll just mark it down here how many pounds were lost and what date I had achieved that. My day 0 stats. So what I'm going to do is have my day 0 and then do every 30 days where I go in and I jot down the size that I'm wearing, the measurements that I'm at. Ooh, and I forgot to put a spot where my weight is. I'll do that real quick. And then I'll have a weight, and I put enough space over here because I'm going to put pictures of myself so that I can flip back and see where I started, where I'm going, and then finally where I end up, you know, when I feel like, okay, I'm happy where I'm at. And this isn't about the size of clothing that I'm wearing, it's about how I feel in my own skin, and I just want to be happy and healthy and just feel good about myself. So I'm so excited about the keto diet, and I'm excited to take this journey and take all of you along with me. And if any of you have ever done the keto diet before, leave a comment below. I am really open to hearing about your favorite recipes and you know, accomplishments and even failures, because this needs to be the moment where you have to really just be able to support one another and cheer each other along. And I'm so excited to get this started. So honestly, this is all I have for the month of October. Like I said, I'm keeping it super simple because I want to make sure that I'm going to be legitimately using all the pages that I have set up and that I have done each week. I'm kind of thinking about doing plan with me's for each week in my bullet journal. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing something like that, because I'm not sure if I want to do that or not, but let me know. Leave a comment down below. But that is it for the month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple layout, and I hope you're enjoying the progression of my not so awesome lettering. I just have to laugh at myself, you guys, because I know that it's not like so amazing, and I'm sure that it could totally be worse, but I do think that it's really fun just to watch a progression of, you know, from starting on day one and then where I'm gonna be maybe 5 years down the road if I'm still doing this. So I really do think it's fun. But anyway, so I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so before you head on out. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.